today we are going to be exploring some iconic places in Delhi just in one day. From the heart of Old Delhi to grand monuments, some peaceful memorials, and recognizable landmarks, let's see how much of Delhi we can experience in a single day. And our journey begins here in the streets of Old Delhi. On the right, you can see Delhi Gate. This was built during the Mughal Empire by Shah Jahan, and this gate was marked as the southern entrance to the city centuries ago. We're currently driving along Netaji Subhash Marg Road. So this is well known for books and publishing. You can see along the sides there are a lot of bookstores here, and this was once famous for Sunday book market. And today you have a mix of automobiles and many other stores here. Check out this water tanker spraying down the road. So this is part of Delhi's efforts to control the dust and air pollution. We had booked a cab for the day, which is easier to cover all the places around Delhi. So after driving through these busy streets of Old Delhi, we finally reached our first destination. It was finally time to get out and explore. And today we are heading to Red Fort. We'll be showing you the view of Red Fort. You can either walk or you can take a rickshaw, because it's almost 4-kilometer walk to view the entire Red Fort. And this is the counter. You have to take your tickets in here. So you don't have to wait in queue. You also have a QR code where you can scan and buy the tickets online. So if you're having kids, I would suggest you go with taking a rickshaw ride, so that it's easy for your journey. It's just 10 rupees per person. Kids below 3 years are not charged. We're gonna take our rickshaw ride here.
And gate rickshaw जाएगा 10 rupees per person 1 kilometer यहाँ से अंदर.
It's gonna take us for 1 kilometer on the rickshaw ride. See ya. Honestly, if you're planning to cover more places in Delhi in a single day, taking the rickshaw is the best option. It can save you a lot of time in walking, and most importantly, it can save you some energy in exploring everything else inside. So as we ride along, you can see the red sandstone wall. So by rickshaw itself, it took us about 4 to 5 minutes to reach the front side of the Red Fort. And this is the point where the rickshaw guys will drop you. And we are at Red Fort. The other opposite side of Red Fort looks like a mini exhibition here. Look at all this. You won't believe the goosebumps you get when you feel this proud and patriotic. And there we are, entered Red Fort. Show you the view. And let me show you the view on the other side. And the kids' excitement is nothing less. Look at the huge walls of the Red Fort. Gonna enter the fort now. We have two sides where you can get the tickets. Let's enter the fort now. You can see behind me. Look at these gates. Just check out these massive red sandstone. Even after centuries, this enormous wall stands still. And that's the inside view of Red Fort. Where have you come? Where have you come? Good. Where is the flag? There's the flag. You can just stand here admiring the architecture the whole time. It's so marvelous. So this Red Fort isn't actually a single monument. It's actually a huge complex. It's filled with palace, gardens, courtyard. It's just wonderful. And let's head inside. As we entered, I was just surprised to see so many colorful stalls spread across this complex. traditional clothes, beautiful shawls, jewelries, accessories, and so many handcrafted items. Actually, decorative items, handbags, they instantly catch your eye. Wow, this place was really massive and so many stalls. You can take your time walking around, checking out the craftsmanship, and pick something up to remember your visit. I actually really like this part of the fort that brings two different experiences. The one side that carries centuries of history, and the other side these vibrant stalls showcasing our culture, clothing, and handcrafted items. Simply wow. Actually, there's so much to look at, and you may actually spend an entire day at Red Fort, but we kept moving so we can explore the other places as well. Oh my god, and there are still so many stalls, and if you love shopping, you could easily spend good amount of time just exploring these stalls. As we exit from the complex, there is a huge garden space, and there are a lot of other things that you can spend time within the Red Fort itself. Let's head to our next destination, Rajgarh, the memorial which is dedicated to Mahatma Gandhi, or the Samadhi of Mahatma Gandhi. The atmosphere was completely different, away from the busy streets, crowds. So Rajgarh is surrounded by greenery and sense of calm. And if you're visiting with kids or elderly family members, most of the places in Delhi involves quite a bit of walking from the entrance, and it's not always a peaceful walk, especially with children's and if it is peak summer. So this place is much larger than you might expect, with the green lawns, beautifully maintained gardens around this memorial. And actually there are no grand buildings to elaborate this structure. So it's just a simple memorial surrounded by this huge open space, and you have to walk a bit and then you will be able to enter the actual spot. And we are entering Rajgarh, Mahatma Gandhi's Samadhi. So I'll show you soon. and then you have to enter this archway. And one important part of the visit is you need to remove your footwear before approaching the memorial. So from here we have to walk towards the platform. So it's a very simple space, and the atmosphere naturally becomes quieter as you approach. So this is Mahatma Gandhi's Samadhi. His memorial makes us remember his philosophy for non-violence and the impact he had in Indian history. We paid our respect and continued with our journey. So there was still a lot to explore in Delhi, so we got back into the car and headed towards our next destination. On the right side, you can notice Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium. We next stepped into a completely different chapter of Delhi's history. So let's head inside. So this destination is UNESCO World Heritage Site. And ta-da! We are at Qutub Minar. So this monument or Qutub Minar is around 72 meters tall and is also called the Victory Tower. And inside the tower there's a narrow staircase with around 379 steps, but visitors are not allowed to climb. So let's go take a closer look. So if you take a closer look, the first 3 floors of Qutub Minar are made of red sandstone, and the top 2 they are built using marble and sandstone. And within the Qutub Minar space, we saw another giant unfinished structure. So this is called Alai Minar. And this structure was planned to be built twice the height of Qutub Minar, but it was never completed. Only the first story of the building was done, about 24 meters high. So this construction was left unfinished after the death of Sultan Alauddin. Let's go to Minar. It's Qutub Minar, and this is Alay Minar. And so we are done with the great Qutub Minar journey. Let's head to the next destination. By the time we reached our next destination, Lotus Temple, unfortunately it was closed for visitors, so we couldn't go inside. So we just stopped outside and took the view of this incredible structure from the road. So if you're planning to cover Delhi in one day, keep a close eye on the time, because we learnt it the hard way with Lotus Temple. So that's India Gate, and we're gonna take this underpass to go to the other side, and this is the way to the underpass. So we have to take the next underpass to cross over to the other side to reach India Gate. And just look at the food stalls around. It was just impossible to ignore. There were so many snacks and street food options everywhere. The beautiful night vibe and the environment, the lights was really welcoming. So that's the India Gate, and we're gonna take the underpass, which is on this side. We're gonna cross and go to the other side. This pathway was very neatly maintained, and the interesting part is the story that tells along the way. You can find the display showing how Delhi was evolved over years, from its early history and formation of the capital. So you can find this content on both the sides of the wall. And this pathway was also beautifully lit. It was a really lengthy underpass, so I'm fast forwarding so we can just get to the destination. And the best part, all of this was leading us towards one of Delhi's most iconic landmark, India Gate. As we got closer and closer to India Gate, the feeling was incredible. Seeing the iconic monument right in front of you And the tricolor, it just gives you goosebumps. I would say every Indian should experience this at least once, not just see India Gate in pictures, but actually stand here and take it all. Hi, Bablu, this is the India Gate.
What is this, Pablo?
Say, what is this? This is the India Gate. Everyone around were clicking pictures, photographers were capturing at every angle, and the monument was glowing against the night sky. And the beautiful India Gate, see the color changing, wonderful view. Lots and lots of crowd around me, and there's the India Gate. Let's get closer and wait for seeing the change in the color of the lights. Look at the beautiful color now, and it's going to change in any minute. Let's see. And there you go, change in color. And this is the side view of India Gate. This also keeps changing color. And we also have a beautiful fountain here, right behind me. Excellent. And we'll take a look at the other side of India Gate, the back side. And this is the other view. Look at the color changing. And this is the backside view of India Gate.
Yeah.
And lastly was the night view of the parliament. And we managed to see most of the historic and sightseeing places in Delhi on our one-day trip. So stay tuned and do subscribe, like and share, and I'll see you on the next episode. Thank you for watching.